Hey everyone, Haley here from The Foiled Plan. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created these super cute and inexpensive ring dishes. For this project, you'll need your cutting machine. I'm using my Cricut Explore Air 2. You'll need your designs as well as your favorite adhesive vinyl and a ramekin style small dish. Now that we know what we need, let's get into the video. Alright, so the designs I'm using today are actually SVGs from Auntie Tay. I always have her linked in my description box below. So what I'm going to do is just open up Cricut Design Space, start a new project, and then I'm going to import those SVGs that I want to use. One says hubby and one says wifey. Now they import as one unit, so what I'm going to do is actually ungroup them, and then I want them both to be the same color just so they kind of match even more, because I know the fonts are slightly different. So if I make them the same color, they'll match. Now the dishes that I'm using today are actually DIY tablescaping dishes. They are from Art Minds and I purchased them from Michael's. Their regular price just over $20, but I got them on like major clearance. I think they were only about $6 for the whole box. And I haven't seen them since, but I know you can find small dishes just like this at Walmart for like $2, something like that. You can also shop around, look at the dollar store, and you can typically find small dishes like this as well. Whatever you like, just pick up some small dishes and make sure you measure the inside, or you can actually flip the ramekin or the small dish over and you can measure the bottom, so that's going to be the smallest part, so we know how big we want our designs to be. So you can see now I'm just making everything the same color. It's not necessarily going to be that color when I cut it on the vinyl that I choose, but I just want them to be both the same so they cut together. So the vinyl that I'm using today is actually from an old multi-pack from shopantietay.com. So it's from the Best Day Ever pack, and it's actually called Dark Amethyst, which she doesn't have this pack anymore, but you can buy all of these colors individually, and it's one of my favorites. You can see I've already used it. So if you're wanting this particular one, it's Dark Amethyst in the Glitter Adhesive Vinyl collection. So it's an Oracle vinyl, but you can purchase it on shopantietay.com. And then if you buy any supplies from her website, you can use my code, TheFoiledPlan, with no spaces, for 10% off. Anywho, now I am using my Fiskars paper trimmer just to trim down a smaller section of the vinyl. I realistically could just place this down on the Cricut cutting mat and then just trim around the area that I don't need. But today I decided I'm just going to trim off a small piece and then we're going to put that on the mat instead. So now I'm taking my standard grip cutting mat, which is the green mat, and I'm just placing that adhesive vinyl down at the top of the grid lines because that's where my design is sitting. Now I'm taking my Fiskars brayer and I'm just making sure that the adhesive vinyl is stuck down perfectly. Now I'm going to click Make It and select my Cricut in the devices, and then I need to choose which type of material I'm working with so that I can load the mat. The material that I select while I'm working with this dark amethyst color is the glitter adhesive vinyl, and that seems to cut really well. I mean, each machine can be slightly different, depends on the type of blade you have in your machine. I have the premium fine point blade in mine, so just adjust with whatever tools you're using. Now the machine has loaded the mat and we're ready to cut. There's only 2 words, so this will cut fairly quickly. Once it's done, the light will start flashing so we can unload the machine. And then we'll flip the cutting mat over so that we can peel the vinyl away from the cutting mat. And then we don't have to worry about any creases in the vinyl. So just be nice and gentle with that. And then we'll trim off the excess because I know there's still a little piece at the end that I can use for another project. I don't like to waste. And then I will get my cutting mat back out and I will lay the vinyl down on top of that because it makes things really, really easy to weed when you have it sitting right on your cutting mat. Now I'm just going to separate the two vinyl decals and I'm going to get out my masking transfer tape. Now, this masking transfer tape is from Expressions Vinyl, but you can purchase it on shopantite.com. That's another one of those things that you can use my code for 10% off of. And it's nice because it's like masking tape where you don't have to worry about a paper backing or anything. It's just on one giant continuous roll and it tears exactly like masking tape. So I just lay down the decals and then give it a little rip or slice it down the side, whichever you prefer. Next, you want to make sure that the designs are really well stuck down to the masking transfer tape so that when you peel off the backing sheet, the design will stay on the transfer tape. Now I'm going to prep the dishes by using my rubbing alcohol. I just give it a little spritz and then I use a lint-free cloth. This is actually a glasses cleaning cloth and I just give that a little wipe and now it's ready for the decals. Gently remove the backing paper off of the decal and decide where you want to apply your decal, starting with the center of the design and then using your fingers to slowly smooth your way out to the edges. Once you've done that, you're making sure that it's fully stuck down. Peel that transfer tape off and complete the second dish the exact same way. And that is all it takes to create these super cute, inexpensive ring dishes. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's a really easy way to get your toes wet if you're new to the Cricut crafting community or just new to crafting in general. If you have any questions, as always, pop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to help you out. If you'd like to hang out with me in between my YouTube videos, pop over to my social media, which is listed in the description box below. I'm the most active on Instagram. You'll see lots of fun projects over there. And that's all I'm gonna say. Bye!